Hey everybody, I wanted to start out by saying happy 4th of July to everybody who is watching. And if you are not from the United States and you're not familiar why we celebrate this particular date in the United States, it is the date we declared our independence in 1776 on July the 4th from England. So that is why we celebrate this day in the United States. So let me get my glasses adjusted a little bit. So this is going to be my weekly chat with you guys, and I am filming this on July the 3rd and not the 4th, but it's going up on the 4th, so that's why I wanted to wish you guys happy 4th of July. So I brought my notes with me right here so I wouldn't forget what I wanted to talk to you guys about this week. I got a few things, and keep in mind these may be topics that mostly are going to be related to how my week is gone. Sometimes there may be something that is going on in the world, or I may have seen something on a YouTube video and it made me want to talk about it. So, and if you guys want to leave any comments below about how your week has been or something that was going on, I would love to talk to you about that. If you want to chat back and forth, feel free to leave me a comment. So I thought I would start out, this is kind of random, like I said, it's random stuff that happens to me. I have just recently got Uverse. I think this is actually my second week using it, and if you're not familiar with Uverse, it's from AT&T. It's basically their version of the internet, cable, maybe phones. I don't have the phone because I just use my cell phone. So anyway, I had Comcast or Xfinity, and as far as the service was going with Comcast, I lost service a lot. It just went down, don't know what happened, and they would constantly have to reset either the modem or the router, or is that the same thing? I don't know, it's just the little box. I would completely lose internet, and they'd have to call them, they would reset it. So that was frustrating, and that's one of the reasons the switch happened to Uverse. Well, I have to say I'm not a big fan of Uverse at this point in time. It is one of the slowest internets I have ever had. The first week was worse than my second week, so it seems to work kind of okay when I'm not uploading a video. As soon as I hit upload, oh my goodness, it takes longer than it's ever had in my house. Now, when I've tried to upload from another location, in a hotel or something, that's been worse. But it takes so long to upload a long video. It's getting very frustrating. So far, I'm not a big fan with Uverse, and the way the cable is set up, it just takes getting used to. Not so far. I think once I get used to it, maybe I'll like it, but I talked to some other people and they've already switched back to Comcast or Xfinity. So if you guys have Uverse, let me know what you think about it, and just leave me a comment. So that's one of the things. And another thing, this is something that I have been seeing on YouTube all over the place, is all of these videos about the Erin Condren planners. One reason I know that they're all talking about them now, they were just released, what, a couple weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago? It seems like it was on June the 9th, because I was interested in purchasing one. I didn't know how much they cost, and I was watching somebody's video, I think it was Pretty Shiny Sparkly, and I was watching her video, and she had a coupon code for like a $10 off of one. I'm thinking, how much are these planners? So I put a little alert in my phone, and that's how I kind of remembered June the 9th. So on that day, I went to check them out, and my jaw dropped at how much those things cost. I think the average was about $60, and if you wanted the rose gold one, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the rose gold one was $70 for a planner. My jaw hit the floor. Now, I am not one whatsoever to tell somebody something's too expensive. There are things that are personally too expensive for me that other people would just go for, and vice versa. There's things that I will just drop money on that people would freak out. So I never ever want to come across as saying, wow, that's too expensive, I can't believe anybody would purchase that. But on this little topic of this video. I was like $60 to $70 for a planner for basically some piece of paper. I've got one that was like $8 or $9 from Target. So needless to say, I didn't purchase one of the Erin Condren planners, but I was just curious to know how many of you guys like planners. They are wildly popular on YouTube right now, and again, it's because of the fact that they just released this new one. And so I just want to know, the one that I do have that was like $8 or $9 at Target, I completely forget to use it most of the time. So a planner for me is not something I normally use. I love journals though. Absolutely love them. And I will say I am thinking about purchasing one of the Kate Spade planners. They're, I think, less than half the price of the Erin Condren. Still pricey in my opinion for a product like that, but they're half the price of those, and my Dillard sells them. Or you can just order them straight from Kate Spade. And sometimes Kate Spade will do 25% off of all of their products, not just sell items. So I would rather go that route for me personally. But if you guys use planners and you find them helpful, leave me some comments. How are you using yours? That was one of my New Year's resolutions, I think it was to start really using that calendar planner. It's just not something I can get my brain wrapped around. I can't seem to grasp using it every single day. Anyway, just another thought. So let me see. Oh, if you watched last week's video, I talked about the popcorn that I bought, the King of Pop popcorn, and regretted buying that and eating that. So, quick little note, I ate it not this Thursday, but Thursday of last week, ate some popcorn. And some of those popcorn husks got stuck up in my teeth. I know this is gross, too much information. Sorry if you were offended or grossed out about it. But anyway, I'm just telling you, it's my life. I'm telling you what happened. So, I filmed that on Saturday. Sunday I got up, brushed my teeth. I know, TMI again. And at least you know I'll brush my teeth. And literally I thought, okay, this is an exaggeration, but I thought I nicked an artery. So much blood was coming out. I was like, oh my goodness, what am I going to do? My dentist is closed today. So thankfully it quit bleeding, and again, that was an exaggeration, but it did bleed a lot. So that was Sunday. Monday it seemed to get a little bit better, but I was literally ready to call the dentist. So I was talking to some people about it, and they're like, just hold off on that. It should work its way out, and the best way to handle this is to rinse your mouth out with some warm salt water or gargle with it. And so I tried that. And then on Tuesday morning, 3 popcorn husks started to work their way out, and I was able to get them out. And I was like, thank you, Jesus. I was so miserable. So I am basically determined never to eat any popcorn again as long as I have these teeth in my head. And I'm not going to vow that I'm not going to eat popcorn because I don't like making vows like that. But I'm determined never to eat popcorn again. So... and that's just me. I love the flavor of it. I cannot take that pain and suffering, and it was horrible. My gums were so swollen. Oh, and another note, as soon as that popcorn came out, 10 to 15 minutes later, the swelling went almost, I would say 95% back to normal. So anyway, it was horrible. So anyway, on that note, let's talk about, one more thing, and I'm going to wrap up the video. So I was going to show this shirt in a haul video that I will be filming today, but I will be changing clothes just so you guys don't see the same thing every time, even though I'm horrible about that. I ordered this shirt. It's from a company called Lemoto. I hope that's right, Lemoto, because words do have power. And I ordered the shirt, had no idea what size to get, so I normally wear a small in a t-shirt, depending on who makes it, but I have gained some weight. I'm not doing well at getting a hold of my weight gain. I'm bad about that. So I ordered a medium shirt, and this is the shirt, and it says, more class, less sass. I saw this shirt on a modest Instagram photo. I fell in love with the shirt. I thought the saying was so catchy. And their website, if you go on there, it's just lemoto.com, L-E, then M-O-T-T-O.com, and I hope that's the way it's pronounced. I think it's French. If you go on their website, it kind of tells a story, And it's kind of like about bullying and stuff. So this lady decided to create some shirts with different sayings on them that have good power. I mean, not power, but they are good phrases, so to speak. And they're talking about words do have power. So I ordered this in a medium, and I just held it up and I said, oh yeah, that looks like that'll fit. It looks a little bit big, but I don't mind, you know, I don't mind it being that big. So I cut this tag off, and I did not read the return policy on it. I tried the shirt on, and it was ginormous in the neck area. So ginormous that it kept sliding down my shoulder, and TMI, I don't like it when, I can't believe I'm saying this on YouTube, but I cannot stand my bra strap to show. I'm just throwing that out there, being honest with you. I cannot stand it. I just don't think it looks good. For me personally, don't get offended, but me personally, I think it's tacky. I'm just putting that out there. So I cannot wear this, and it is a pretty pricey t-shirt, more than I would normally pay, but I loved the saying of it. I loved the shirt, so I emailed the company, and here was my email. I purchased the More Class, Less Sass t-shirt order number blah. I unfortunately didn't read the return policy before removing the hanging tag. I realize this is my fault and I should have read your policy first. However, the shirt is way too big for me and I cannot wear it. I really love the statement on the shirt and wanted to know if it can be exchanged for a smaller size. As it is, I will not be able to wear the t-shirt and it's expensive. And I said, thank you. So their policy is you cannot wear the shirt and you cannot remove the tag. You can try it on if you want to return it or exchange it. So I get this email back and it was so nice. It says, hi Karrie, we will be glad to work with you on this matter. You can return it for an exchanging as long as it hasn't been worn beyond trying on for size. However, it seems you ordered another medium. I did. They gave a discount and I ordered another shirt. So it will probably also need to be exchanged too. It said you can return both of them at the same time so we can process the exchange together. And it says we usually charge for shipping on exchange, but we will be glad to waive this for you as you are a repeat customer and we love repeat customers. So I emailed him back and I said, I wanted to be honest with you, and I said I did wear it for about 45 minutes. And because I ran to the store and came back and I was tugging on the shirt the whole time. So basically, I'm not going to read this whole email to you, but they are not going to be able to take it back, and I completely understand. But he did tell me, his name is Bill, and I don't know who Bill is to the company, but anyway, he's a customer service guy, I guess. And he said that they will allow me to get this same shirt for half the price if I want to do it, and he says you can maybe give it to somebody or try to sell it or something. So and I completely understand. I don't blame them. I am not mad at them whatsoever. That is their policy. I was at fault. So lesson learned, read policies before you cut things off and wear them, just try them on. So that is my fault. They have great customer service. They are a bit pricey, but they do run sales and great customer service. So I'm going to take Bill up on his offer and order the shirt. Tell him thank you so much. And I'm going to do my weekly devotional kind of on this topic of customer service and continue on later from there. But great customer service. Do recommend Lamoto. Forgive me if I'm pronouncing it wrong. My pronunciation on a lot of things is horrible. But anyway, this is my weekly chat for this week. Again, happy 4th of July to everybody. Love this holiday. I will talk to you guys next week, hopefully. Again, not promising to do one of these every week, but I'm going to try. Bye, guys.